Which play is worth $1 million VC? Both are fantastic, but there can only be one top play of the year. Thanks to everyone who sent us plays this year, it's been incredible. The winner will be announced in our 2K TV Awards show, so check back. This is Scott Moak, signing off. Thanks for an amazing
2K you to the following presentation of the NBA. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches. to the players, to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Randolph. Wembanyama's out there with Dunleavy. Then it's Flagg. And it's Boyd in at the 1 spot. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's MP. And another 3 from the East.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Here's Boyd. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's MP. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the East All-Stars. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back over to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And so MP will bring it up for the East. 3-point lead. Going inside. Offensive rebound. Basket good.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Randolph looking around. Here's Dunleavy. Continuing for him. The East leading by 5. A 3 from MP. Sinks the triple. MP's got 12 in the game.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Timeout. So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
So the West ends up going with the new group. One thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
On the court for the West All-Stars, we've got Walker. Also Randolph out there. Fleming is out there with Lewis. And it's Boyd in at the 1. Here's MP. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, the All-Star game D is in full effect. They typically clamp it down in the second half.
Light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
Timeout.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
A 3-ball. Hits it from 3-point range. MP's got 19 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Boyd, covered by MP. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
To halt the run, and the rejection by MP. 4 seconds left. It's good. Now it's a 7-point East All-Star lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And so it's the East All-Star headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the... One half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
And for the West, the lady is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's flag.
Mercy, mercy me.
And these fans are getting treated to just some amazing aerial action in this game.
And that's the way it should be, right? I mean, it's All-Star week. You don't lay it in, you punch it in.
Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been kept to just 7 on the basket from Randolph.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And Boyd gets it to go.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're gonna get those buckets, guys.
Oh, what a finish!
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
A throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The West trails by 10. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Boyd's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the West All-Stars. And for the West... Oh, my goodness!
Man! And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
To the paint. And it's the East with the rebound.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge out. They just couldn't quite.
Guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Pass the flag. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Wembanyama. Can't hit the short-range fadeaway. And so MP will bring it up for the East. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. There's the drive. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Right here.
Just over a minute and a half right here in the fourth. The shot's good.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense. He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a 3 yet after the tremendous first half he had.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
MP, no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Flag. Outside Randolph. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. And it's Flag missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it.
Timeout.
Woolridge is checked in for the East. Now a timeout called by the East. And let's take a look now as we give our nod to our player of the game.
You know, from the jump, he was on a mission. You could see it. It was clear. Going after hoops, no matter what the defense tried, they had a tough time stopping him. I think he could have predicted early on we'd be talking about him right here and right now. That's how good he's been.
And the tradition and honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue we had a couple great candidates here, but he deserved it. Over to the wing. Here's Boyd, covered by MP. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Boyd.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Wide open look. Yep, right through the net. Boyd's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Here's Flag, and Flag throws it down.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
It falls, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
They want the ball in his hands when the situation calls for it.
Here's MP. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're down by 4. There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Boyd gets it to go.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
To the middle, Randall. That misses, and a chance to tie it there.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Wade trying to break free. Good!
Timeout.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Timeout called here by the West. We're going to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Poke loose. Here's Randolph. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for
long. 11 seconds left in the fourth. Bullseye!
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play, and boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
Misses the three. So it's the East All-Stars taking the W in a close one.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin.
That for sure would be.
What better for a Tuesday evening than a... So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Henderson out there with MP. And it's Waters in at the 5 down low. And for the Warriors, they've got Cunningham. And it's Lewis in a shooting guard. And so off the tip, it's the Raptors. All right, Richard, All-Star Weekend is in the rearview mirror now. Some new roads ahead for some teams. So it's the Raptors winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Limited potential.
What advice would you give to people jumping into my team?
Dish master. Run dish master. Look at him. Playmaking take. A lot of people don't know about it. Run across people that don't know what dish master is. Run that takeover and thank me later.
From day one for me. That's day one for me.
Day one. What is it about Dishmaster that you like so much?
It turns people with
And a peek into the locker room. The players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Now let's take a look at Toronto's starting lineup. And for the Trailblazers. And Grant, we hear all the time about the rookie wall.
Oh, it's definitely a real thing, BA. Not for every rookie, but a good percentage of them. You know, I'm interested to see which ones in this class are able to power through.
They get it back. MP high post. Second chance shot. And the layup is up and in.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Knocked away. It's stolen by MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Klein, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Here's MP, and MP throws it.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Carl. Misses a three.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Tries again, and he lays it. So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long, everybody.